was on the block, his coming both ways. Cranking gas, selling water and cocaine. Vacuum seal the zip, OG is propane. Ain't shooting no jumper, I hopped in the dope game. Racing nigga, he a ghost, he a no name. Breaking shit down and I'm selling a.
I do have a question though, so I was like, this topic just comes up a lot. But how do you feel as a man starting an OnlyFans? Like, would you start an OnlyFans?
Do men have OnlyFans?
They do. So this is what me and Walt talked about this before. How men have it. But I was like, if as a man, if you make OnlyFans, like, is it not weird that other men are gonna be online looking at you? He was like, who gives a fuck?
Like, the point is to make money, right?
Yeah, so
and are you able to see?
That's that
you
gray
can't
area.
control it though, but you can't control who.
That's that gray area.
So how would you feel as a man on OnlyFans making $100K in a month, and it's men looking at you?
Is it like Instagram where like you're able to see who's looking at you, or is it like
they
got
might
one
have
subscriber, you've got X amount of dollars?
So let's just assume.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's assume who's on there. Let's assume who's on.
I'm Jad Wild, so I know a little bit about OnlyFans, but we'll never have an OnlyFans. Don't promote anybody that I'm dealing with. My girlfriend, I love you. You'll never have an OnlyFans, so fuck out of here.
Even if you shared the money,
you can't.
I don't care about that money. I don't care. That's like me saying my girlfriend want to be a stripper. Like, I mean, no, I'm not with it.
Yeah, a lot. To each his own.
I don't.
But only up and coming rappers. But like, let's be honest, only up and coming rappers.
But like I was saying, like OnlyFans, like you get that bag in the joint. But I mean, if I'm a dude and I want to do OnlyFans, other dudes look at my OnlyFans like, bro, they money green, right?
Yeah, you still making money.
All right, I just want to know.
I mean, that
into this bag, like,
and
like, bro, like, so a joint. What's her name?
Ruby Rose.
Yeah, Ruby Rose, 100K.
I love her by the
in
way.
48 hours, bro. Ruby Rose made 100K in 48 hours, bro.
She really did.
OnlyFans is like the new stripper.
But they do finesse people too on there. But I don't know how refunds work. But
she's single and she got all this stuff done to her, like the plastic surgery. She got the fake ass, she got the fake titties, and it's just like, listen, like, let's get to this bag, like. It's a whole pandemic going on. Some people cannot work right now.
Even like, Erica Mena and Safari have one as a couple.
And they a whole married couple.
I seen a little post about that.
Like OnlyFans is the shit. I won't do it personally.
Yeah, but it's more than just sex. It's more than just a sex website. Also,
you feel me? Yeah, like some people like shit.
So it was actually originally intended. I don't even think it was a sex website. Like people made it that way. It just was a way for people to connect. Like with their fans, so you can do whatever you want. I have a friend that's a model, and she goes on there for like webinars and things like that. So I mean, people made it with what it is now. It wasn't for sex at first. So
I don't know. Like, I have a female friend. She has one like, and she told me like in 5 days she made like $800, and I was like, damn. And she was like, yeah, like she's telling me like there's a nigga who like paid her like I think she said she paid her like $40 for like a picture with her like in a bikini, and I'm like, damn.
Look at her feet.
Yeah, feet
in a bikini, bro.
It's small stuff.
Wait, no. $40 for I mean, and bikini's not fully closed, but in my mind. In my mind, we're porn. In porn, we're in the era where Pornhub is free. When Pornhub is free, $40 for a bikini pays a lot to me. I don't care.
Look,
but if it's somebody you know, that's probably what the difference is. Or not know, but I be feeling I'm not from. This is all out of my arena, but I'm imagining like if you go looking for porn, like these are distant random people. You might know a couple of porn stars where it's like, oh, I like her videos. But as opposed to like, damn, I want to see Erica Mena naked for years, and now I can't. Like, you have that. These people know you. You might not know them, but
OnlyFans is definitely more.
You're literally like fulfilling
fantasies. That's the great name for the OnlyFans. They definitely got to be fans.
So are we for or are we against it?
Do what you do.
No. I'm for it if that's what you want to do to get your bag. But me personally, and me and mine's, fuck no.
Yeah, I'm about to say I treated like I've been to the strip club multiple times. I enjoy the strip club to the sense where like I like it, I like the scenery, but I don't think I would want to date a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to
see the goods.
I don't want to,
Strippers be like wiped up. They be
But they
relationships.
they might be like
yeah.
they might be,
Yeah,
but it's like, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna cast aspersions on all strippers, but it's like I'm not. That's just not. I don't want to date. I don't want to date one. You know what I'm saying? Like if you popping pussy on OnlyFans and you making hella bread, that's cool. Do your thing. I'm not mad at you. You know, but it's like it's just not for me.
OnlyFans is really like OnlyFans, and it's like, all right. So I'm gonna bring out the story.
Yeah, because you had something to say earlier. You was like,
it's
remember, no names.
You paid for somebody's account. It's okay.
No,
was it $20 or $30?
Listen to the story.
Okay.
I thought it was like $10.99.
No, they can charge up to $50. They can charge up to $50.
So
that's what we said.
So I'm on. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, and I find this.
Twitter is the new porn site.
I'm on Twitter, and they got a joint that do OnlyFans, and she like have little clips, going on. Like Twitter, I be little quick little sex clips and everything like that. I'm a freak. I look at some of them, but it comes down, on my time, and I see this joint. She got her OnlyFans busting. I'm like, okay, cool, that's nice.
Hold on, I gotta this out. Wait a minute.
Dying over here. You okay?
My cousin just texted me. Don't put that on my jacket. Wait a minute, too. Nah, I gotta text you some dumb shit, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Okay. Time in. Go ahead.
So her OnlyFans busting and everything like that. She like my OnlyFans free for a day.
Hey, little promo.
So I'm thinking, like,
that's good promo.
Her shit be busting. I'm talking about she be doing some wild shit. I'm like, bruh, let me see what she hitting for. So I get on the joint. I make an account. I'm like, all right, cool. I made my account. I'm like, all right, we cool, we good. I'm like, all right, view content. You say view content. I was like, but you had to put in a credit card. You had to put in a credit card or a debit number. Mm-hmm. I looked at it. I said, I'm just not that wild. I can't be that wild. If I put my credit card in there, I am the ultimate freak. I am one of those weirdos that want to see feet personally. Do it. I can't do this. Do it. So I'm looking. I'm like, man, you put your card in. You feel me? You can delete it as soon as that day hit. You know when the time goes. You can put an alarm on your phone to tell you to delete that shit. Mm-hmm. I was pussy. I couldn't do it. So that was my story. I only was a OnlyFans.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not an OnlyFans subscriber. Like, but this day, like,
almost there. It almost sucked you.
They had me. They really had me. Like, until the card number came up.
You gotta have a credit card that's like locked or don't have no money.
I still stand by Pornhub is fucking free. Until Pornhub is not free.
Do y'all watch porn a lot?
Nigga, what?
I watch porn.
What?
I watch it a lot.
What?
My friend makes fun of me. My friend makes fun of me because he you get somebody your phone to use, and he goes on to search, and I have like all this porn bookmarks, and he's just like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Is that like wrong?"
I love my porn.
Ebony, okay? It's fun. You learn a lot.
I love black women.
You learn a lot.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch it.
Look, Siri about to start snitching. I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to laugh. It's nothing but porn on my head. It's nothing but porn. I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
you don't even have it on a private setting.
Look, hey.
Mine not private because I'm not ashamed. We're not ashamed. It's okay.
Well, you're not gonna be able to see mine because like I go to this joint where like it'll mess up and then like it'll send you to like some
it'll redirect you and shit.
Some stupid shit. So you won't see mine.
I got a whole folder of like, I got a bunch of bookmarks in a folder. It's
nice and organized.
Yeah, it is organized.
I wish I was that organized. Every time I see a video, like, damn, and then like a week later, I'm like, what the fuck is that video?
My strategy.
You gotta bookmark it.
Can't find it for shit. That's a good idea.
My strategy is like, I look at trending. I'm like, I don't like nothing here. Let's go back to good old Ebony.
I'm about to say Ebony. And why do they always call it Ebony? Why is Ebony?
That shit freaks me out.
Why do they just call it black?
It's a fetish.
Why just call it black?
It's a fetish thing.
Black people.
You want to know what's crazy? So I'm on this one site and I click Ebony.
Why do they put black? Really?
That's because people are scared of the word black.
Exactly.
That's why everybody's having
to me,
color.
But as a
Ebony
black
is like
person,
a fetish
as a black person, I feel like I might be just more comfortable with you just saying black.
I mean, you can just type it in.
But that's because we're black.
Yeah. Like, but the site I go to, like, I click Ebony and then it'll pop up.
I mean, you
like,
got
the search bar.
What's your website?
Spank Bang. Spankbang.com.
Oh, okay. Spankbang.
Because Pornhub be trying to make you
She
like
is
go
like,
to
what's going on?
Pornhub be trying to make you go to like you be like have to go to like to the private so you gotta sign up.
No.
See the exclusive joint.
Y'all don't do X videos?
Nah, X videos is too.
I don't like it.
It's too low. I used to when I was younger.
You know what? And it was the X videos and it was the X hamster.
No,
X hamster,
videos.
X videos, X hamster, X and XX.
Wait.
Oh, X and XX.
X and XX was me.
X and XX was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm spanking.
Yeah, I don't feel ashamed. Like people go through my phone, they're like, "What she been doing?" I'm like, "Oh fuck!" Like you can see it.
Every girl I've ever
It's
dated
sad.
has known that, like, yeah,
Every girl.
And a lot of females
I'll be in the
watch
same
it.
relationship and still
Obviously,
beat
you
my
don't
meat.
watch it, but
I love me.
a lot of females
I
watch it.
don't think I'm ever like.
I promise you, a lot of
Let
females
me
watch
go
it.
Watch
Yeah.
some porn. Like I don't know. I'm not knocking it. It's not a regular part of my life.
You should try it.
You should try. It's nothing. It's
I got
nothing.
some
It's
homework.
nothing like loving you. Like you really loving yourself. It's like you know
Exactly.
what?
I didn't say anything about not loving myself. If that's
No.
what we're gonna call it. I just am saying I don't have to watch porn
It's
to get in the
only if you're,
mood to
like,
love
losing
myself.
Me
If
time.
that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Nah, it's
I don't need
just
porn
like-
for me
I
time.
don't do that.
I'm telling you, but you should
I
try
don't
it.
want to go take it there. but-
Incorporate like
Look,
yeah,
it's a me.
like
I
do
thought
it
there's a
like for the next
separation.
couple weeks.
It's like
just
a library,
every now and
though.
then, just enjoy
Listen.
yourself. Like
Listen,
you know what?
it's some good info on there.
Pornhub, do it.
I like it.
It's some good info.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my homework for next week.
Do it.
I'll report back.
Do it.
Your boyfriend
Oh,
will
my
appreciate it.
Do it. I'm about to say you might learn
Where
some
you
new
learn this
shit.
from?
You might
Yeah,
learn some
you
new
only gotta
shit.
tell people like, whoa.
You might learn some new shit. Like
Julie,
I mean,
okay.
of course. Before I had sex for the first time, before I lost my virginity, the only thing I knew was porn. Like before I lost my virginity, the only thing I knew was porn. So
Yeah.
that helped pave the way. Like you see different shit. Like oh shit, so he put his
I
leg
did
up
watch
here.
it before I lost
He
my
was hitting it from the
virginity,
back with his leg up.
And
here.
I lost my virginity late. I was 20. I
did
was
too.
20.
I was 20, right before I
Yeah.
turned 21.
I was late.
I was like,
That was a
15.
terrible experience.
Everybody was
I
in
was
school
17.
just fucking
Yeah,
around.
that
I'm
made
just
me
like,
feel trash.
I was late.
I felt like kind of, I didn't feel out of place
Yeah,
with
no,
that.
I felt
was
late.
like,
I felt late. 17.
I was like, what's going on? Late for a man, I guess.
I was 17.
I was like
Yeah,
15.
because boys
And I was
Boys
just
didn't have sex till like
Yeah.
13.
I was like
Yeah.
15,
Yeah, middle
and the
school,
person I
fuck it.
lost my virginity to, I know I was trash. I probably lasted like a minute or two.
Oh, it's
No.
okay.
I mean, when you're a virgin, you don't know. Like,
That's like the first time's always awkward.
yeah.
First time, like I ain't know, like you had to really get a joint wet before you
Mhm.
can. Yeah, I mean, but I wasn't eating
You
no
don't know
box.
that?
I wasn't eating no box, so I'm just like,
Oh yeah, nah, I wasn't
just
eating
start,
boxes then. I ain't
fingering
eat box
shorty,
till
and then
my
like, oh
20s.
okay,
I didn't
let's
start
get
eating
it.
box till my
There's
20s.
other ways.
I ain't eat box till my 20s,
Yeah,
but
I wasn't
like,
eating no box.
it definitely.
Chop.
I mean, it's.
Huh?
Got me not now,
Oh.
but back in the
Okay.
day.
You lost me for a
Not
second.
now, back in the day.
I like
no,
the
I'm not.
first
I'm not DJ Khaled.
Like,
fuck
wait,
outta
wait,
here.
stop.
Nah,
Not
like,
DJ Khaled.
but nah, yeah,
It's
definitely.
it's not like a deal breaker, but it's just like, huh? When you hear it, I'm just
What
like,
you mean?
Let's be like, that's a.
I dated that.
She like,
No,
she got a sip of that. She
Like,
like,
the fuck Tiffany talking about?
No, I only had one that never did, and he was Jamaican. No, I only had one that never did. He was Jamaican. And he said that's like a thing. That's like a
Nah, it's
thing.
against the
Like,
I know
culture.
certain
don't.
culture.
Yeah,
And I was
He
like,
call
oh
it-
wait, I thought Jamaicans was like freaked out.
Nah,
And
he
he's like,
call it-
no, we don't do that. And I'm like, I learned a lot with
It's
him.
a-
And
it's
I
a
was like,
vibe
okay,
kinda
I didn't
like-
know, but I'm just like, it's
I
Nah,
mean,
it's
okay, I
definitely-
can say that you
I was
don't.
like, that's no
Every
fun.
time I'm
It's
having sex,
against
somebody
the-
doesn't
it's
have to go
against-
down
it's
on me,
against the
but
island culture. that we-
you
You
have
don't
to.
have
You
to.
gotta start the process.
You don't have
Like,
to,
you
but
can't
you
just
gotta
put
do
shit down and
something,
be
yeah.
like out of nowhere.
Let's get it.
Yeah, there's got to be some pre-work.
Nah,
there.
yeah, definitely. But and first of all, I
Food
want to
place,
put out for the
I'm
record
open for it all.
that goes both ways. You know, you start with some top.
It goes
you know,
both ways.
The yang might be a little stronger
why you
for the
make that
night,
face?
but nah, like
Because I just feel like women and men are different. I totally
Yeah.
agree, and I understand what you're saying. I agree.
Mhm.
Before I go into this topic, I agree. But women are different. Men can get hard like that.
Oh,
Like, I've always operated under the assumption, I feel like somebody told me this a long time ago, men are visual people. So you see whatever, you're ready to go.
that's true.
Women, we feel. It's a
Mhm.
feeling. We operate off of what we are experiencing in the moment. You have to do more work for a woman to be prepared.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there aren't times where it's like, fuck it, let's do it. Like, you be ready. But
Yeah.
men, I feel like there's that difference because men are just ready. They see it and they're
For the most part.
Yeah, I want.
Whereas women, like, especially depending on, you know, your partner, that dynamic, you know, you can't just shove that shit in there. Like, you gotta
do
a little work before.
It's definitely both ways.
I get what you're saying.
There's been times where I wasn't like, and I'm just being honest. There's been times where I needed like head to like crank it up. Like, all right, oh shit, like, and in them times, in them times, the head always, you know, shout out to all them ladies. The head have been crazy, but it's like there has been times where it's like, damn, you did need the head to get you going. So I feel what you're saying as far as that. You do need some foreplay every now and then. Sometimes
They don't gotta last for 30 minutes.
Sometimes as soon as you take your clothes off,
you know.
Yeah, I'm a visual learner, so I want to visualize your mouth wrapped around. Yeah, I mean,
You gotta visualize. Conjure that image in your head.
Visualize it out. Look at me in my eyes, goddammit.
Why you been look that? It's so funny.
Your
That could be a winner.
Your eyes,
I'm like,
your eyes, Hazel. I love you. I might.
vicious. Now, it has been, there has, and I'm not gonna lie, I probably do got like a top 5. I'm never gonna reveal this, but I do have a top 5. Like, I'm not gonna ever say
Top 5 partners? Like
top 5 like head. Like, I do have a top 5.
Jesus.
Oh shit, I never really thought about a list.
I do. I ain't gonna lie. I do. I'm about to say I have a top 5. I bet, and he just made me think about it.
I got top 3. I got top 3.
I'm about to say
I have asked somebody who went yeah and was looking at me the whole time. Like, I'm like, oh shit. Like,
I remember a joint gave me head.
It's like magical. I don't know what eye contact like.
It's not.
It's
It's
the whole
like
thing. I don't know.
it's not. It
I don't need you to look at me while you giving me head.
It depends on the moment. Like, I don't really need to look at you, but it's like the fact that you're looking at me while you're like
It's that like connection.
engulfing the whole joint. You're like, it's like she was looking at you, but it's like she's like, yeah, nigga, like what's up?
Like, yeah, like she controls your soul.
Like,
she knows it.
No, like
And that's
exactly.
okay.
Like it's
It's like the feeling of like I remember one time a joint like she gave me head and like I told her I was like I'm about to nut. She's like she just put it thumbs up. She's like
Let's do it.
She swallowed him and then worked her tongue around. And I was like, you know what? You want something from the stove? You sure?
Nah,
You
I ain't gonna lie.
you need me wash your car? Now?
Whatever
Now or
you
later?
need.
Cause I can do it now.
Funny instance I had with this one girl. Like this is fun. This is like so long. This product was like maybe like 6-7 years ago. Cause I'm 27 now. I probably was like 20, 21. I remember I linked up with this girl. We were we was getting into it. She came through. I had this crib and shit. She came through. I was like I'm trying to get straight into it. Like I was just like
You jumped the gun.
like nah like no like we like we was getting it again like with with my same formula. Like I didn't jump the gun. I let her start taking my clothes off and shit. I let her be in control and shit. And like, but once she got me naked, I'm like, all right, I'm trying.
Let's go.
Like, I'm like the ass fat. I'm trying to crush it from the back. She like, nah. She like, then she did hit me with the. She was a little older than me at the time. I was only like 20. She might have been like 25 or so. Mm-hmm. And at that point, that was probably the oldest, like the biggest age gap I've had. Mm-hmm. So she was like, nah, like, don't just get straight into it. Like, let's have some fun first. And so she's like, she started giving me head. I'm not gonna lie, she gave me head. She made me nut in like 3 minutes, like 2-3 minutes.
Damn.
No, like I swear to God, she took me out to the point where I didn't even like on my I didn't even fuck after that. Like she put me down. Like I was on noodle like after that shit. Like she took like when they say snatching souls. Yes. Like. And it looking back on it, it was so crazy because literally I was really ready to just get straight into it. And looking back on that night,
she said nope.
Looking back on that night, like she really like took me down like in like a matter of minutes.
Well, I like her.
Like in a matter of minutes. No, like for real though, like for real, like
that's your soul, my boy.
Oh wow.
Is there like have y'all had like experiences where a guy? I don't want to get too personal. Y'all don't have to. But like, you ever had an experience where a guy has like snatched your soul like through head?
Yes, I've only had one. It's only one guy that's ever like made me like squirt and really come. Just one.
Through oral?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you said
like, she was quick too.
Yeah, you was like, yeah.
She's smiling. Is it the current?
Yes,
is it the current?
She big wow.
No answers. No ways.
I have a great sex life.
Yes.
It is.
There was one person I dealt with in particular where like it would almost feel like violent orgasms, like every part of your body is like shaking, and I be feel like I might have passed out occasionally, like.
Ooh. Nah, that's what's up.
I know.
But one person. I've had like there's good head, there's great head, and then there's like
extraordinary,
changing.
Yeah, unforgettable.
Alright, but I gotta ask. So question. Let me ask this then, because I've heard a lot of females say this. Then, was the person who gave you the person who gave each of y'all the head that y'all talking about? Like, and you ain't even got to, like, I don't even want to know like a number wise, but like meat wise, was they satisfactory as well? Because a lot of times, okay, because alright,
it was like
this is
matched.
when this person.
Right.
This is when I learned that there is such a thing, at least for me, as being too large.
Okay.
okay.
I'm like, alright.
Because they say this on lip service all the time, but somebody be saying it like, we only have one vagina.
Mm-hmm.
You ruin my shit, it's done for the rest of my life. So you gotta be careful with that kind of shit.
But you know that's a myth though.
Babies come out of there. You be alright.
They still use
mean?
that myth, and that's why they be alright.
It's a myth
They
that
should be
like
tighter than they were before.
so it's weird. So alright. I Google and YouTube like weird things, but I did Google the other day like what is good pussy, but it just was like it's not even about just her pussy. Also, it just was the female and like the engagement also who you really dealing with. But as far as like when guys were saying what was good or not, they were saying like it's not even that the size can mess it up, or there's studies on that also. Like I don't know.
As a guy, I'll say I think it's really the engagement.
Yeah.
Like I've had.
I think everything is.
But I don't think a guy can like really ruin it. Maybe you can
I'm not trying to find out.
You can get fit, like you can make it fit for him, but the next partner, I don't think he'll know that you was fucking something like twice the size. I don't know. Like, she's like, I don't want to know.
It's like, no, like, but how do you
I don't
really know? Like, I'm not trying to find out.
And it's weird because we don't know. Because we can't feel it. Like, I don't know. I don't know either. Like,
I mean, so like, so alright, so say, so.
Nothing,
I got a question.
I've destroyed some shit back in my day.
I mean, but on some
it goes back though. It goes back. It goes back.
Snap that pussy back. What the fuck is he talking about?
Nah, so like, and it be fucked up, and I never enjoy these, and like these be conversations. Like Dre said, it's more attractive when you hold it down. But I have like dealt with girls where they will tell you like, damn, the last nigga I was fucking with, like he just wasn't up to par, like size wise, like. So is there?
Do women discuss that?
Not even.
Huh?
Is that a thing women talk about?
No, women will tell you like if you start like some women will tell you like like I was fucking with a nigga.
You will never know.
His shit. And you know what? Like Drake said, it's more attractive. It's more attractive when you don't. Like
you don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something that I would tell. Like if I'm talking to you or something, I'm not gonna be like, damn. Like the last girl I gave, her head was trash. Your shit way better.
It's not your business.
Exactly, but there are girls that I've dealt with who will be like, man, the last, I've talked to this one, this nigga, he just wasn't measuring up, or like he couldn't hit that, or like, he just wasn't, he wasn't just meeting the status quo in the bedroom type shit.
Okay.
I feel like size doesn't always matter.
It's not.
I feel like it's about fit. I feel like it's more about fit.
The
like,
best sex I've had comes from someone I really had a real connection with. Like it's just the whole it's the whole experience. It's not even the size or none of that. It's like the whole experience.
Oh, so you saying it's like it depends on the person.
It depends on the person.
Like,
yeah.
So
it's like
exactly.
sex. So it's like sex and
it's
like
not
a cognitive
dick size. It's like.
Okay.
I mean, I'm talking from a strictly physical standpoint. This is me personally. I believe that it's just not. I've dated men where like, all right, you got a big dick, great, but
they're not doing nothing with it.
Like, even it don't matter how much work you put in before, after that first round. Like, I gotta tap out. This shit hurts. Like, it's too big.
No, she's right.
And then there's people where it's like, all right, you might not have the largest shit in the world,
but
yeah, you know what you're doing.
It was fun.
I feel like it's something about the fit. Like, it's, I don't know, more about the physical fit of like your shit and my vagina.
I feel you.
Yes.
I feel you definitely.
I was like, wait,
no matter. I feel you definitely, and this, and this is something as a nigga, like, you gotta learn. Like, you definitely gotta learn to control your shit in the senses where you know what you're doing and what you're doing.
Baby.
What you might have been doing before with one girl, you might not be able to do with your current girl.
That's the thing. Some guys be trying to carry shit from with the last girl.
It's what everybody's not the same.
What are you doing?
And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. And this be the funny thing too. Like, and like as far as like sexual interactions with like a different girl, I'm not the type where, like, I remember I had, like, a sexual interaction with this girl, like, first time we had sex, and, like, we was doing it, and I remember she was, like, you maybe, I can't even remember the position. I think she might have been, like, on her side or something. And, like, your hands are on the bed, and, like, she was taking my hand, but, like, putting it on her neck. And I'm like, oh, you want that shit. But it's, like, at the same time, you're, like, you don't know, like, different girls might not want that. You gotta learn people. Yeah. And if you so, that first one is definitely a learning experience. You gotta know, like, all right, can I smack them cheeks?
Right,
or do I gotta,
some girls,
do I gotta,
I'm not gonna lie, like, guys get thrown on. I'm not gonna lie, like, I like getting abused during sex.
I don't like
I like getting abused. No, I like it.
I'm getting a spanking.
I like it. Almost.
You can, like, almost
all of that,
like,
I like it. So guys get thrown off. I'm like, choke me. I'm like, slap me. And they're like, huh? I'm like, slap me. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, they don't know. And I like it. So they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. Somebody really, it was a guy, he really fucking turned me out. And I'm just like, oh shit. Like, now I just can't, like, I can't let it go. But niggas really get thrown off by that shit. So you're right though. You gotta really get a feeling.
You gotta feel
it. Some people don't like, and it's the same with men. Like, some men like it when you know.
The balls?
Yeah. Some men don't like that shit. Like,
the balls is a win. I'm not gonna lie. The balls is a win. The balls.
I always feel like it's a win.
Get the balls.
I'm not gonna lie.
Why you down there?
They're part of the package, baby.
Yeah, why you down there?
I feel like they be neglected most of the time.
Don't neglect
no, I was
gonna say yeah, amen.
I was gonna say you gotta get those. No, but the Jamaican guy, he didn't like head either, so it kind of threw me off. And I'm like, I didn't think he was gay, but I just thought it was weird. And I'm like, why don't you like it? He's like, oh, it's ticklish and it feels like. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was confused, but I never had to like give him head. So it just was like, okay.
I mean, as far as the dick goes, everything's ticklish.
But I never got it either, so it was like, exactly. It was like, okay, but it was like,
tickles.
I didn't understand it.
Not a win.
I was like, okay.
But to circle back with that, like Brad say, man, it's all about body language, man. You just gotta read body language.
Definitely.
You gotta lead the body like it's just like, oh, I kiss right there, you like that. I hit it from
you
the
just
side.
have to be like perceptive.
Yeah. I hit it from the side, you like it like that. Choke you like it like that. Like that. You gotta like a lot of people say like this. You gotta read the room. If Shawty messing with this, then I gotta mess with that. Yeah. If she like this, then like that. If she don't like this, I can't do that. I know she like this, but let me try that. Like type of thing. Like you gotta read shit. So
let me tell you, I want to see what y'all think about this. In high school, and this is funny because I've never tested this out since. Exactly, because we thought about this in high school, but I've never tested this theory out, and I'll never forget it though. Of course, I played football. We was like having practice, on the sideline. We just talking about dumb shit. So one of my teammates was like, we were talking about, we talking about sex and shit, like sex with girls. Of course, at that age, we're just now getting started and shit. So one of my teammates, he was a senior this year. I probably was like, I think I might have been like a sophomore. I don't think I was having really sex yet. And he was a senior though. He was telling us like, yeah, when you guys start having sex, one thing you should do. He said when you hit it from the back. That should, he's like, start with a position like that, hit it from the back, and when you're hitting it from the back, put your thumb in her butt. And he was like,
No,
but listen to the logic though. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, youngest, like, he was like, this is what it's gonna tell you everything you need to know. He's like, if you're hitting it from the back, he's like, make sure it's like, if you get into it with a girl, like, this is one of the starter positions. Put your thumb in her butt, cause that'll let you know. He's like, if you hitting it from the back and you put your thumb in her butt and she let it go, you got a little freak joint. Like you might get away with some shit. That's what he said. He's like, if she turn around like, nigga, like, what you doing? Like, he's like, then she got some boundaries. And he was like, but if you put that thumb, if you put that thumb right there and she don't say nothing, she got some. You might have a little sexual fun with this joint. Like, you might be able to take it the extra mile. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I've never did that. Like, anytime like I've had like a first sexual encounter, I've never had the heart to.
The first time? Nah, I never did that.
No, like, I've never had the heart to be like, oh shit, it's the first time. Fuck it, let me see how you act. Let me see what's going on.
No, the first time a guy did it to me, I didn't like it. I pushed his hand away, but now it's like.
It just be feeling like natural in the moment. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like, okay. No, the very first time it just was like, what the fuck? The very first time, but then after that it was like, okay, sure.
Because if you're like already in that position,
that makes you happy.
Kind of the most natural way to do it. Mm-hmm. Like if you're gonna do it, that's the way to do it.
Gotta put my hand somewhere. Goddamn.
I mean, I'm naturally, and then
you gotta keep the nails cut. Huh?
Yeah, like I'm naturally.
Oh no! No, that hurts.
Wait, now has a nigga had like some long?
No, yes. That's why I just said keep it. No, she's making a face.
All right, now wait. Have you experienced a nigga with long nails too?
No,
but you just keep going. It's just, I was like,
it was like
wait. So what happened? No, what happened? Like what?
What do you mean it cut my butt?
Oh shit! No, he cut your butt.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
It hurt. If you guys do,
Yeah, nah, that's.
You should be putting your fingers
like
anywhere.
It's okay, that's the butthole. It's just like, it's the nail. It just hurts. No, you shouldn't. You should keep it cut. At least one thumb. Just keep one thumb cut.
No, I don't want men with nails.
Yes, there you go.
A designated booty thumb.
I'm gonna tweet that later.
A designated booty thumb.
I'm gonna tweet that later.
Designated booty thumb.
Okay, I am. That's your thing. You just made that up. I like it. Okay.
Designated booty thumb.
A designated booty thumb.
Okay, yes.
I don't know.
It's like the crack finger, like, you know.
Oh yeah,
I've never
get a nice bump. I don't do crack, but I'm
me either. But I know people that do it.
With that being said, we're gonna end it with that. Appreciate y'all.
Cook it up, get it gone, locked up with no ice. Interrogation room, no statement, I don't write. Realers and killers ain't fucking with no mice. With it, you with it, we ain't sparing no doubt. All that Instagram thugging, these niggas want more likes. Stepping on shit, they just bluffing, got no strike. Casual slipping, I'm a spanker, nigga. Do say I'm a drinker, nigga. Pussy nigga, I'm big bank, little nigga.